Hello, this is the developer Matthew W. Phillips. I am the programmer at Nuts and Bolts Electronics. We were hoping to get somebody to do a Let's Play on the Mines of Morseph. I don't know if anybody's done it yet, but we want to do it. Well, I want to do it because I want to make sure that everybody has a good idea of what this game's about, and so I was going to play through maybe the first level so you could see that. Now, the first thing you'll notice from the screen is that there's a F1 key to view controls if you don't know what they are. As you see, it's got the gamepad on one side, the keyboard on the other. The action button is the, the button that, like it says, actions. You can read things, examine, talk to things. Versus bosses, you can engage them in battle, open treasure chests, pull levers, whatnot. The return button is just like when you're talking to somebody. It's like a back button. It allows you to go back from text and whatnot. And in battle, it can also be used to use your health potions, which in this game are called chi potions. The menu button, that's the button that helps you get into the menu so you can observe what keys you have, experience points, save and load, quit. Or you can modify the controls if you don't like the default, controls. The spell, of course, allows you to use your fireball, and then the time, that's not really useful, but you can use it to toggle to see how long you've been in game. So if you choose to use gamepad, there's the buttons there. If you're playing on Xbox controller like we are, the action button is the A button. So A for action, it's the green one. The return button is B for back, also red. You can also remember chi potions are red, so the red button. Menu on the Xbox controller is the X button or the blue button, and spell button 3, that's the fireball, that's the orange, so you remember orange for fireball, and that's the Y button. If you're playing on the Xbox controller, that's the way we laid it out. If you're playing on any other controller, I don't know, it depends on the layout. So that's the setup here. And of course on keyboard it's C, V, B, space, and then T for time, and you can change those in the menu. Okay, so let's get started. New game. So as you can see, you got the text here. I'm not going to spoil that for you. You can read it yourself, play. And here we go. Our main character is Darcius, and he's a little miner guy with the shackle on his left hand. And so I'm just going to kind of go through this as though I'm a new person who doesn't really know what's going on. So you can examine the sign by pushing the A button on the Xbox controller, or that'd be the C key unless you redefine them. In fact, let's go to the menu so you can see how to do the controls here. You get to the menu by hitting either the B button if it's on your keyboard, the B key, or the X on an Xbox controller, and then you can select the controls. Here, if you want to remap, see it says press menu button to toggle field, so you can toggle this if you want to select different things. But I'm just going to keep it the default way, but it shows you that you can do that. Okay, now just remember, if you if you toggle and you change it, then everything is remapped to what you want, and it does save that progress in the save file. Okay, so we can save here, but I already have other files. So go back to the game. So talking is the same as looking at signs. You just do that, and so these guys, the guys that were walking around, these are bad guys, just so you know. And the guys, the white ghosts, they're just sitting there. Those, like we saw, they're benevolent spirits. They actually just give you information. And you'll know the benevolent spirits because they're always standing next to the deceased miners. The other guys that are not so friendly. So, let's open it. Just nice. Okay. So right now we'll avoid enemies, but if we get sucked into battle, then we'll fight them. Just kind of skirtail around them. If they touch you, it'll suck you into battle. And you can shoot a fireball in the overworld, there's a reason for that, but you can't actually kill the enemies with this because the fighting is kind of like certain other RPGs carry you in. So let's see what they have to say. Okay, you can clear certain obstacles with fire if you have the ability. Okay, so now we know that fireball can shoot through certain things, so that gives us options. Okay, obviously can't shoot through everything, but certain things. Uh-oh, got sucked in battle. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take him out. Whoa! Oh, wow. Okay. So yeah. Okay, I found a chi potion. Okay, chi potions can be used in battle. They're not used in overworld because there's not really any need to. See this lever? We can use the lever just like any other, like examining any object or anything. Just the action button. Okay, here's a book. Books are important in this game. Books give you lore, and lore is used for getting through code paths, which we'll see one of those in a minute. Try to avoid him if we can. Well, like a gate, we can try action open it, but it says you need the mine key to unlock the door. In fact, that's kind of the point of the game, is to get out of this place. Okay, so this is a code path, these skull and crossbones. When you engage them with the action button, it'll ask you a question. So it says Kingdom, Capital City of. So if we read our book, we would know that the answer to this is Tiber. So you just enter that in on your keyboard and hit the enter key, and there goes that. Wow. Okay, now one secret here is if you try to examine, most things in this game are examinable. Like you'll see this, even this. But if you go up to something that should be examinable and it's not, that may be a tip-off that you can get through it, like that. Pretty cool. So, Gregory the Elder, so read up on that. I'm not gonna read it for you. Study the lore later. And back to where we were. Even though this game can be played with a keyboard, I find that I feel it's much better with the controller, especially Xbox controller. I'm actually talking right now with Microsoft. I kind of asked them if I can port the game. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but we'll see. So let's try to examine that. Okay, we can't examine that, so it's a good idea. Try to burn that. Yeah, it's good. And as you see, we have another code path here barring our way. This one says King's first name. Well, I read the book before, so I know that it's Gregory. And so I got the rust key, so that'll be useful later. And try taking the pickaxe, but it's not going to let you. I'd had ideas, kind of like if I ever made a sequel to this, and well, it wouldn't be like a sequel to, I mean, you wouldn't be in the mines anymore, but it's actually a sequel idea for this whole franchise, if you will, where you'd actually be able to have a pickaxe and even a shovel, and give you extra things you can do there. Okay, we'll wait for this guy to pass. Sneak around him. Fight everybody. You can definitely fight everybody if you want to, and benefits to that. No, these are hearts. You can take those, same as take anything else with the action button, but it says your HP is full, so you don't need this now. So it's actually made to where if you don't need it, it won't use it. So if your HP is already full, it won't take it. So you can use it later. Okay, well, we have the rust key now, so we got through there. See what this guy has to say. Some of these mine walls have hidden switches that will trigger a secret passageway. Okay, so he's probably talking about something nearby, since so let's look at this wall here. Okay, so see this. All kind of looks like the same thing, except for this part right here. It kind of has this little nub right here. See that the others don't have. So let's try using the action button on that. There we go. Secret right there. Go around this guy too. This little satchel right here. I wonder what they got in here. Alright, so you found a rust key, so we got another rust key. Nice, okay, so we got a little room here with goodies. Doesn't seem to be any enemies here, so that's nice. What's up with this? Someone ran off with the contents, that's not fun. Another chi potion, great. Gold pieces. Gold pieces are kind of cool because they're kind of like points in this game. Of course you're in a mine, so I don't think you're going to run any merchants, but there is a leaderboard on Steam for who can collect the most gold pieces. This is a gorgeous leather satchel that's empty. Okay, that's no fun either. Okay, but satchel, well, I found a gold piece there. And so we got a little bit of a stash of hearts here around if we need them. So down here, see what's down here. We got this right here. Can't examine it, so start shooting it. So we got another book here about the fates, and leave that to you to read. And I see stairs down, so we're about done with this level, it looks like. But was there any way to avoid him? He's pretty fast. But no, we need the skeleton key. Okay, so we're not done. Fate of life. Okay, well I saw that was Vita, so let's see this key. Iron key. Oh, well we need the skeleton key, but we got the iron key, so let's go a different path here and find out what we're doing. Got a gold piece there. That's where they ate. They were messy eaters apparently. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, so try to get around these guys if I can. Oh, that was close. And, walk behind the path. Okay. Okay, so I got through here. When you see enemies that are obviously enemies like that, but they're sitting there, they're guardians, they're bosses, so those ones you can just engage whenever you're ready by clicking on like any other action that you want to examine. Let's take this one out. Hopefully. Umbra. I'm terrible at this right now. Umbra in real quick. So let's get the skeleton key and let's get out of here. And I'm gonna pick up this heart. I needed that. Let's see, we're back up to maximum there. Of course, if you want to go through and fight all these, you can get experience, which makes you stronger. You get experience from doing non-fighting things too, like reading books, solving code paths, secret doors, pulling levers, all of that stuff, burning hidden objects. That all gives you experience points too, because experience shouldn't just be about fighting all the time. It's also about wits. And building your mental aspect as well. At least that's the philosophy behind this game, is that that's an important part too. So you do get experience points for that as well. But you can pick up both, and why not? Unless you just really don't like fighting. But I'm just trying to keep this video shorter. I'm trying to not fight as much. And so yeah, how do I get to this? This looks really suspicious here, so I'm going to go on a hunch and say that some areas you can go under because they're actually archways or false walls. So you can, something to be aware of is that is a possibility. So I'm going to go downstairs, and then that's where I'll cut this video off, is the beginning of level 2. So I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play with the developer, and if you ever have any questions, you can always email me at contact@morseph.com. And I am happy to talk with any gamers about anything. So, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play, and I hope you pick up this title. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. I'm almost positive of it. And that's all. Thank you.